Hi everyone, Metal Breakdown here. So welcome back to the channel. So before I start with this video, I just want to address the situation of the 100 days uploading grind I was doing. I lasted like 8 days or something like that. And the reason why I stopped is just because I felt like before, when I was tired of making videos, it was just like I was always pushing myself and felt like obligated to do so. So instead, I'll just upload when I want to, because this YouTube thing has always been for fun. It's not like a career. It's not like I'm making money out of this. It's just a passion. So I don't want to feel forced to publish videos every day if I don't feel like it. So yeah, I'll probably post more in the next few weeks because I have a lot of free time, but maybe not every day. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, in this video, guys, I'm going to rank all the Of Mice and Men album from worst to best. I already did it when Defy was released, I think in the beginning of 2018, so more than 2 years ago. Time flies. I wanted to do this new version with Earthandsky. Since last summer, I think the album was released in July or August. But I'm finally doing it, so, and you guys might be surprised. So that's what we'll do in this video, guys. So let's go for the ranking of all the Of Mice and Men albums from worst to best. So, the last album on my list, the worst Of Mice and Men album for me, is Cold World, the last album with Austin Carlile as the lead singer of the band before he left the band because of all his medical conditions and everything, which sucks. So yeah, I was really sad when I learned the news, and it's kind of sad that their last album with him is the worst, but maybe we can explain that by the fact that they had a lot of success with Restoring Force. Now with Cold World, they maybe tried to go a bit more too mainstream, and that's not always a problem. Like Bring Me the Horizon did it really well with That's the Spirit. But my main problem with Cold World is that it's just kind of boring, you know? I don't mind mainstream songs, but I'm just not having fun while listening to this album. And when it was released, I was trying so hard to love it, but never really enjoyed it. Maybe The Lie is a great song, maybe Relentless, and that's pretty much it. Maybe and Pain. Definitely Pain, which is my favorite song on the album. But other than that, really boring album that I don't really revisit anytime. So yeah, in the fifth position, I went with the very first album by the band, the Selftitled Of Mice and Men, where everything started. It's really good, but the reason it's solo is because they were just getting started and not really matured or anything. So we can see while listening to that it was their very first album. But I'm listening to this one from time to time. Some great song on it, especially the song Secondhand Severing, which is one of their most popular song ever. It's sad that they don't play it live recently, at least not that I know of. Also, the first track on the album is a killer. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Self-Titled album. In the fourth position, guys, I'm going with Defy, their 2018 album. First album without Austin Carlile. So I was really skeptic before listening to it because they had big shoes to fill. But the first single that was released, Unbreakable, is insane. It was released the day after their first show without Austin, and I was there in Las Vegas on that day, seeing them performing for the first time ever without Austin. There's even a video on my channel if you want to check that out. I think I filmed Bones Exposed. But yeah, really good album. My favorite song on it is probably Instinct, but the title track Defy is good as well. I love Warzone as well. And yeah, overall it's a good album. The reason why it's not higher is it suffers a bit the same problem as Cold World, but it's way better, of course, but kind of boring from time to time. Maybe some fillers on it. So it's rare that I blast this album from start to finish for that reason. In the third position, guys, I went with Restoring Force, the album that really made Of Mice and Men huge. I think it debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200, which is freaking huge for a metalcore band, and it's with that album that I discovered them. I think it was as well in 2014, and back then they were like one of my favorite band. Maybe they still are one of my favorite band, but back then I was like always listening to them. Now not that much because I know all their songs way too well, but some great songs on that album, almost no fillers. I really like Public Service Announcement, Feels Like Forever, Bones Exposed, of course, Would You Still Be There, You Make Me Sick, You're Not Alone. And yeah, I can listen to this album from start to finish for sure. Even the bonus tracks, Broken Generation, Something to Hide, and Never Giving Up are really good. So yeah, I was hoping for another album like that after this one, but Cold World was definitely not on that level. And it's weird because I think they used the same producer again, same studio, but no, it didn't work. Now, guys, in the second position, and this is where I might surprise a lot of people because I don't think that everyone loved it as much as I did, but I'm going with Earthandsky, their latest album, the one that was released last year. As soon as you start listening to this album, Grave Dancer, what a masterpiece. Probably my favorite song that was released last year. After that, you have As We Suffocate. Good song, nothing too crazy, but after that, Taste of Regret, Mushroom Cloud, Pisces, Deceiver and Deceive, Earthandsky, banger after banger after banger, and maybe like the last few songs on the album before How to Survive are a bit more as some kind of, not B-sides, but what's the name? The song that they don't play live, Deep Cuts. Yeah, Deep Cuts. But they're all so good. And I'm surprised that Meltdown is not a single because it really sounds a bit like Feels Like Forever, and it could be like a huge single. So I'm surprised they have not used it as a single. Maybe in the near future, guys. We don't know. But yeah, I'm just surprised by the way they decided to end the album because I would not put How to Survive at the end. I would probably put Meltdown and How to Survive maybe after Mushroom Clouds or somewhere along those lines, because it's really rare to have like the first single as the last song on the album. I think it happened with the new the Ghost Inside album that they just released, but it's rare, and it was a weird choice for me, but great album. I listen to it like almost every week still, even if the album has been out for like 9 months. So, and in the first position, guys, I'm going with the album The Flood, because it's the album that truly made me love the band after I discovered what's the name, Restoring Force. I was so in love with them, and then was even more in love with The Flood because this album has no fucking fillers, bangers from start to finish. Favorite songs are probably OG Loco, Been True, Why Is on Fire, Purified, Product of a Murderer, and even the last song, When You Can't Sleep at Night, masterpiece with Shelly. It's beautiful vocals, and if we count the bonus track, it's even better. The Calm, The Storm, The Flood, The Depths. I could listen to that right now and be like, oh my god, is this heaven? Because that's how good it is. So you have it, guys, my ranking of all the 6 of my Sandman album. I would be really curious to know what's your ranking. Let me know down in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, make sure to give me a subscribe. You can even activate the small bell right next to the subscribe button to not miss any upcoming video. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.